once you've purchased your e-bike, if you're like me, you took it out, got it dirty, and you thought, oh man, can I get this bike wet? I mean, it's got all these electrical components, it has a screen on it. Are these things waterproof? And sadly, I have to say, I don't know of an e-bike on the market that's waterproof, because the motor and other components are definitely going to eventually have water work their way into them. But most are water resistant, which means the screens, the motors, the electrical components, they are designed to be water resistant as long as you don't dunk these things in a water tank or throw them in a lake or use high pressure water. You will be just fine in getting them wet and washing them. And one of my favorite products when it comes to washing my e-bike is this Muck Off e-bike kit. Now, you don't have to get an e-bike kit specific. Any of the Muck Off soaps and lubricants and things like that they provide will work for your e-bike, but I find that this is a really handy kit for people who have an e-bike. It comes with a couple of the essentials that you're going to need to wash your bike, which includes a water sealant, or at least it's a water repellent. So after you've washed your bike, after you've cleaned it all up and you're drying it off, there's going to be some components like the drive chain and things like that, some bolts that you don't want to rust. This is going to actually cause water to be forced out of that area. So you'll spray this on any of those areas. Just take special note and pay attention to your disc brakes. You do not want to get this on your disc brakes, but spraying this in most other areas of your bike that you don't want to rust because water is getting trapped inside. This is excellent. You definitely want to use this, especially on your drivetrain. It comes with your Muck Off soap, and this thing is fantastic. It comes with a little spritzer that you'll be able to hook in here and spray your bike down. It's going to suds up. This stuff is biodegradable, so it's safe. It's good for you to use pretty much anywhere. It's not going to damage the environment. And this stuff really works. It's really strong. It has microscopic action that actually gets in and breaks up grime and grit. So this is a great thing for your e-bike. If it's not super dirty, this is going to clean your bike in seconds. And even if it is super dirty, this stuff is going to soak in and really make cleaning your bike a breeze. It comes with a little sponge here, a Muck Off sponge that will be perfect for cleaning your bike. And finally, we have our chain lube. This is actually dry weather lube. If you are heading into the wet season, you're going to want to get some wet lube to put on your bike. I live in a dry region, so even during the winter months, it's not really all that wet most of the time. So I stick with dry weather lube for most of the year. I think maybe I might put it on during the darkest months of winter or in a wet season, but for the most part, I stick to dry because it's dry climate where I live here in California. But you definitely want to apply this to your chain once you're all done washing your bike. Every time you wash your bike, you want to apply this lube, and it's just a good practice to keep your chain nice and lubed up all throughout the season. You don't need to apply it every single time you ride your bike, but I like to apply it fairly often. So this is just good bike gear, bike kit to have lying around. I'll go ahead and put a link in the description. Thanks for watching.